Welcome to the new segment of the grade 10th. We are discussing third chapter, that is money and credit from economics. So today's subtopic of this chapter, the formal sector credit in India. So we have seen so many examples of the people taking loans from the various sources. That is the main type of the loans can taken by the groups, the formal sector loans, that is their formal sectors they are the taking, and informal sectors loans, which are the informal sectors, the among the farmers are the loans from the banks and the cooperatives. The among the farmers here, the farmers are taking the formal sectors loan. Informal sectors who are from the banks only, uh, that is informal lenders. They included money lenders, traders, employers, and relatives and friends. Here we can see one small graph which is we can understand easily the source of credit per rupees 1000 of rural households in India in 2012. The first one, it is we can see that the first one, that is other non in institutional agency, that is 2% government, 1% relatives, 8% money lenders, 33% landlords, 1%, and other institutional agencies 5%, the commercial banks, that is 25%, and cooperative society banks as well as the banks 25%. So this one is the sources of a credit. Yes. So for 1000 rupees. So when we see these uh, function of formal function of formal sources of loans by a reserve bank, for instance, we have banks maintained minimum cash balance. If I have account in a State Bank of India or other bank, they are the maintaining some minimum balance. In rural areas, different balance should be present, and urban areas it will be differ. In rural areas, the minimum at present 2000, and in urban areas minimum 2 to 5000 rupees they have to be maintain a balance, that is actually maintaining a cash balance in particular banks. And so when these banks, the when the RBI will be take observation of these banks and as well as a profit in when they are taking a loans from to the bank to do the business and tradings, the small cultivation, small scale industries, small borrowers. Yes. So that bank have to be submit information to RBI, the Reserve Bank of India. So how much they are the lending, how much they have taking interest, all the information, all the documental records they have to be submit to the RBI, that is a Reserve Bank. And there are some organizations which giving or which they are doing the activities in a credit uh, of lending some informational sectors. Yes, these credit activities done by some these money lenders, the informal sectors, which their interest rate they have to be choose. There is no one will be stopped for to that unfair means to get money back. And these formal lenders, most of the informal lenders, they are the charging the interest, high interest in a when they are the giving the loans. Suppose we are the opened any cooperatives by their our own responsibility, I can give a high interest or I can take very low interest when I am giving a loan or credit of the people. So they will see these credit and the loans, the higher cost when they are the taking a higher cost of the borrowing, that is a large part of the earning by the borrowers. Yes. So when see suppose if I am keeping some amount in a as a deposit in a bank, if they are paying the very high interest, everyone will be interest for to the take a more amount by a bank, because keep a more amount in a bank because they are the paying interest. Yes. So if I am taking a loan, if I am taking a credit from to the bank, if suppose they are the taking they are the interest rate is very low, keeping it is taking some amount from a bank. Yes. So when we are taking amount as a loan, we are the giving a some amount as a interest. So if the high interest rate it will present when we are the keeping amount, that time people will be deposit more money, and if the interest rate is very low, that time they will borrow more money from to the banks. So today's tomorrow we'll discuss the formal and informal credit, who gets what. For the reference you can refer 10th grade textbook. Thank you.